What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, man. I'm gonna start off with this. Y'all gotta stop disrespecting Steph Curry. Top three in the game, no debate. Top three.
I'm sorry, bro. My audio's messed up. Say that one more time.
I said y'all gotta stop disrespecting Steph Curry, man. Y'all gotta put him top three in the game, no debate.
Man, hey, God bless him. Because he is. Put the backpack on, y'all boys get in. Like, I'm going to get us there carrying right now.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm watching the game. I'm like, boy, this is not the Warriors that we once knew, where like everybody could kill, like everybody could get off. You never knew who's gonna get off. Every night, Steph Curry gonna get off.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on who else gonna do it with. Who gonna help Steph? Like that really would it come down to. And then they also need to get boards and jump, which is you've been killing them. And today they did that, but Steph had 9. Steph got it there. Got what? Hey, gotta say this. What I said last live. If I'm Steve Kerr, I'm going up to them boys talking about if you want to win, you gonna get in there and get a rebound.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, we're gonna be at home. Steph get in there and get 9. Wiggins get in there and get 15. Like, if you want to win, you'll get your behind in there and you'll get you some rebounds. But if you don't, then you feel me, just don't worry about it. Boy did it tonight though. Wiggins had 16, my fault, and Steph had 10, and Looney had 11. What?
Yeah, I was questioning him starting Otto Porter at first. And I was like, it was working a little bit. They pushed the pace, but they was getting killed on the board like you talking about. So that was a questionable move, but can't question now it works. So can't really say too much about it, man. But
Exactly.
Steph a bad man, bro. Like
Man.
ain't no stopping him, bro. Like if you wanted to, you could have put up 40 every game. That's easy.
Like this man, like the shots he was making, and them 2 threes in the third quarter he made, he got knocked down both times.
Mm-hmm.
Like failed. Could have been 4-point plays, really. Like debatable on if it was 4-point plays.
Yeah.
Like the one Jason Tatum like bumped him from behind, I think I definitely would have gave him that. Maybe not the other one. But when Tatum bumped into him from behind and he fell, and because he got up mad, like I think I would have gave him that one.
Yeah.
But the other one, they go either way. But they ain't give him neither one. This man getting knocked down on threes, still making it, coming on screens, pulling up, tray ball, making it, and he'll get down here and get to the paint, floater, or lay somebody whenever he got the space, like he can create.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he can give you what you want now, like he giving you what you want, but he just needs somebody to get a bucket. Like really, really, I feel like any game Steph gets you 30, you just need somebody else to get you 20, for real. Like if somebody else can get you 20, you most likely gonna win the game. And tonight Clay gave him 18 and Wiggins gave him 17, and he had 43. So there go your 20.
Yeah. I just feel like Steph. I hate to say he's not getting help, but it's really Steph and the Warriors this whole series. It's really
Steph in the
nobody.
game.
It's really nobody else that you can really point to. Has been like that consistent number two that's really been helping them out. So that's kind of hurting them. But the fact that Steph Curry coming out every single night and you guaranteeing 30 to 40 points, depending on how much Steve Kerr play him, it's ridiculous, bro. Like he could have put up 40 every single game if he really wanted to, because ain't no stopping him. It's really about him just saying, let me get these last little whatever many points to get to 40. So I just really feel like the fact that he's guaranteeing you 40 is one, a testament how great he is. That's why I said y'all gotta stop disrespecting this man. Stop leaving him out the best basketball player in the game discussion, leaving him out. I remember in the conference finals, they was like, there was conversations around who was the best player left remaining, and Steph was not hands down number one. Disrespecting him. Come on now, like
I
stop
did,
doing that, bro.
yeah. Definitely disrespectful. Steph Curry, the best player in the series, easily. Like no disrespect to Tatum, no disrespect to Brown, but Steph easily the best player remaining. Like the only one really consistently getting off.
Yeah.
Like the only one. I can honestly say that because Tatum had a bad game, Brown had an average game, Horford had a bad game, Marcus Smart had a bad game, Clay and Wiggins and Draymond bad games. Steph then gave you 30 a night. Only
Mm-hmm.
one who can say that. Like easily. Like it is. You're right. People do gotta just stop disrespecting them. Like it's time to give them because Steph got one of them games. Either you like it or you don't. I feel like that's kind of what it is. Kind of like James Harden or like a Carmelo Anthony type. Like either you like it or you don't. Some guys like James Harden in the way he plays. Some guys don't, and they don't consider him to be as good as other people. Some people like the way Steph Curry plays, and some people don't, and they don't consider him to be as good as other people. But at the end of the day, if we're looking at production and results, Steph is there, like over anybody. Like if we talk about production and results, Steph up there with the Bronze and the KDs right now in the game, obviously. So it ain't no accident. Ain't no accident. He been this consistent, been this good,
Mm-hmm.
still making it to the finals and jump. It ain't no accident.
Mm-hmm.
So, I enjoyed watching him tonight. He was on it today, boy. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's why I said it. That's why I said he's top three hands down. Like I'm not debating. Honestly, I don't know why he has been left out talks. Honestly, I understand the past 2 years he's been hurting everything, but even before that, he wasn't like mentioned as being top three. I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, I understand the KD situation. That's whatever, but he's top three, bro. He's been top three. Like, I ain't understood that for the longest. But the part about not liking his game, I can kind of understand that. I think it's more of just the lack of respecting of how he plays because he's not so ball dominant. And so you
Mm-hmm.
see him come out and dominate a game, but he's not ISOing to death and just, basically playing how he's been playing this whole series now. Where he just gets the ball, he can ISO if he wants to and just take over the game. The fact this is the first and only time we've really seen this happen is why I think more people will have to give him his flowers now. Because usually it's team ball and him and Clay's getting off or Draymond's getting off. You have a Sean Livingston getting off for a game or Iggy getting off for a game. It's been a Steph Curry show for 4 games now, averaging 35 plus or whatever he's averaging now, or close to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I think most people didn't fully respect his game. Not that they didn't like it. I think they didn't respect the fact that he was so dominant without the eye test of what a dominant player looks like. Because his
Mm-hmm.
dominance isn't just on the ball; it's the gravity of him off the ball. All like if you watch this game, bro, it's so many pump fakes and stuff that he has, and how much attraction. Like we always gotta have 10 eyes on him at all costs because we can't afford to have him slip up and have a shot. But it happens regardless with all eyes on him. So it's just like it's whatever
Mm-hmm.
with him. But that's not respected enough to the average fan to where they understand how great that is to have you command attention on and off the ball. That's rare from a superstar like that. So I think that his style of play isn't as understood and respected for how great it is, rather than a dislike for it. I think a dislike might be the understanding. So if you understood it more, you would like it more. So
True.
that's a bad man, bro.
And then I have a theory. Not to make this all about Steph Curry, even though the game was all about Steph Curry.
Shoot, I don't even care, bro. That man
but
killing.
but I have a theory about why people don't respect him like they should. But I really believe, I really believe that the respect, or the lack thereof, I should say, is really due to the fact that he's not like a larger than life figure. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
And so, and so, because LeBron, we have LeBrons and Michael Jordans, and guys like that who are like who are like dominant, like dunking, athletic, strong, guys like that. Giannis even bigger, stronger, athletic. Then you got Steph like skinny, like short, not short, but short for an NBA guy.
Mm,
Short, uh, shoots, like plays pretty, ain't gonna barely dunk, stuff like that. So then it's hard for people to look at that and be like, oh, he the best guy right now. I feel
mm,
like. Because you think about it, the best players in the league at any point in time always been athletes. Like dunkers, high flyers, can get to the rim, dominate over somebody. Like you got like Bill
mm,
Russell's, like even like beginning of the league, Wilt Chamberlain, larger than like Bill Russell, strong, tall, athletic, gonna get you 30 rebounds. Then you got Magic Johnson, 6'9", Larry Bird, 6'8", 6'9". And Bird was a shooter and stuff too, but Bird was dominant too physically. And then you got guys like Shaq, larger than life, big, dominant.
mm.
Kobe, not really larger than life, but dominant. Like put the ball in my hand, I'm a score. Same thing for Mike. Put the ball in my hand. All that's like that type of energy. They dominate a game like that. Steph dominate the ball by running around. I mean
Mm.
not the ball, dominate the game by running around. Literally. He's just going from spot to spot, running off screens. He can get the ball and go, and go ISO ball type stuff, but he gonna run around for most of the game, and people just not used to seeing that and calling that the best player. Like if I had $1 for every time somebody was like, "Steph Curry, all Steph Curry do is shoot threes," but that's the number one way I'm gonna know you don't know basketball if you say that.
Mhm.
Like if you could look at Steph Curry and the way he dominated the game and say all he do is shoot, I'm gonna know you don't know basketball out the gate. This man literally controlling the game, doing what he do, running around.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta agree. Because I think
So
what
it's
makes that
just
so
one of them
special.
things, man. Like
I would say
I
what
don't
makes
know.
that so special is just the fact that he seems average. Like what makes him great is something that people think they can do too. So you look at Allen Iverson. We look at him as like, oh, we can do that too. Or we look at Isaiah Thomas. Oh, we can do that too. So Steph Curry, all he do is shoot. I can shoot the ball. It's easy. But when you really look at him, it's like you can't shoot at his level. Like what he's doing is special. So you look at Kobe, we can't fly like he can. You can't fly like Mike. You can't be as big as LeBron and Giannis and all a KD 7 foot doing what he does. So we put them like you're an alien almost. But you got to put Steph Curry in that class too of his skill level. So um, yeah, that's definitely why he's not as respected as he should be.
My bad, bro. Give me a second. My audio is tripping once again. All right, there you go. I hear you now.
All right, I need to repeat what I said.
Just the last part of what you said after Allen Iverson.
Yeah, basically it's just like when you look at Allen Iverson and Isaiah Thomas's, they seem fairly average as far as what they do because it's their skill that separates them versus the
Nice.
Kobe's and the Jordans and LeBron's and stuff. They just like aliens because they're physically just different, whether it's
Different.
athleticism or their bodies, whatever. We can't replicate being 6'8", 260, doing what they do. But AI being, 5'10", really arguably 6 foot, but he's really about 5'10", 5'11". Chris Paul being like 6'1", Isaiah Thomas being like 6'1". We feel a lot more connected to them because that's closer to our average height
Facts.
versus Kobe being 6'7", 6'6", Jordan being 6'6", 6'7", Bron being like 6'9", KD being 7 foot, Shaq. Just that alone, we can't replicate that. So that's what makes them so great is because, or maybe not great, but what makes them so far apart because we can't replicate that. So we feel like we can replicate what those smaller guys do.
Yeah, that definitely like I definitely feel like that plays a part in it. Like we look at Steph. We look at Steph and see something we don't see. Not like to the untrained eye. Let me say the untrained eye and to the real like you're not really a basketball savant or like a hoop head like the rest of us. You look at
Mm-hmm.
Steph and you don't see nothing special
Yeah.
because he looked regular, like you said. But then you look at LeBron, you see somebody larger than life. You look at Mike, it's like, oh, he doing these things I can't do. He jumping, he flying. Same thing for like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like Giannis to be that big and athletic. We see guys like that as something we could never be. And we gravitate towards that. Like it's more aesthetically pleasing. Like, oh man, it's amazing what this guy can do. I could never do that.
Mm-hmm.
And we look at Steph and be like, man, all he do is shoot. Like
Yeah.
anybody can shoot. Like no, anybody can't shoot. If you really know basketball, you know everybody can't shoot. Get you a team full of guys where everybody can shoot and see how many games you win.
Yeah.
Like promise you, everybody can't shoot. So especially and can't nobody shoot like Steph Curry. So like this is one of them games, and I saw somebody on Twitter as the game was going on. Somebody was like the theory or the theory that Steph Curry can't carry a team need to be laid to rest tonight,
Oh
and
yeah.
that is facts. Because people have been saying that Steph can't carry a team, Steph can't do it by himself, and stuff like that. Because they had they won their first ring, but people was like, the Cavs were injured. Then the Cavs came back with 3-1 lead and they won. And then Steph also didn't win Finals MVP, so that helped that case too. Then the
Mm-hmm.
next year they get KD, so it's like, Steph can't carry a team. And then the year KD left, they had Clay get hurt, or Clay had been hurt, and he was by himself, and they barely, they make the play in, but they don't win. Steph was carrying that whole year, if you ask me. You remember
Mm-hmm. Yep.
the infamous Draymond Green floater
Yep.
pass.
Yep.
So that was like the time I realized he could carry. I was like, man, he doing everything he can, bro. Like every night, because folks were talking about he should be in the MVP conversation. He's not even in the playoff conversation.
Yeah.
So that's how he was hooping. And then this year Clay comes back. They got Wig hooping, and then Poole. Poole kind of came out of nowhere, but still, they got their core back,
Mm-hmm.
and they right back in the finals. So let's go on, cut all that. Steph definitely can carry. He definitely one of them guys. So, and if they win the ring, if they win the championship this year, and he gonna get that Finals MVP, I feel like people will stop saying that, and people will give him more of his flowers. But if they lose, you know how people is. If you ain't win, you ain't do nothing. So,
Yeah. I just wish we could have like a filter of basketball conversations because it's conversations like that make me. It's part of why we did this podcast. So it's like we're having high level conversations. Like I ain't got time to sit here and explain to you Steph Curry's greatness. You already know, so we can go on to the next topic because I ain't got time to sit here and be like, bro, go do what Steph Curry did and then open gym by yourself. Like I don't have time for that. That's dumb. So I just get to a point where it's like I wish we could filter out people having um, public opinions. I'll say about certain people in basketball. So the whole narrative about Steph Curry is one of them things to where I just feel like if you don't have a level of validity to what you're saying, I don't want to hear anything that you got to say about Steph Curry, man. So
thanks.
um, all that foolishness about Steph can't play when he matters and he can't carry a team, man, that dude's special, bro. That man is legendary performing right now. So I'm glad it's getting put to rest. You're still gonna have a handful of people, like you said, out there still saying he can't do what he's doing, but it's whatever, man. You're never gonna please anybody. But
No.
like, bro, like I honestly, he's in that conversation. Like he's tipped for me. He tiptoeing into that conversation of like the Shaq, where we picking lineups and it's like, we gonna have, um, when picking my big man, you picking Shaq. Well, who gonna guard Shaq? I don't know, man. When I'm picking my point guards, it's like who gonna guard Steph? I don't know, bro. Like for me, he's starting to get in that conversation where he's becoming very, very close to being unguardable because it's on the ball and off the ball, full game. Like that's nonstop of him. Like it's ridiculous, bro. So for me, I'm not saying he's there yet, but he's really close to being like he's probably the next tier of like who's guarding Steph. Because it's 1-on-1. Hey, he saucy over the handles. He got the little push floater. He got the drop. He got the scoop floater. Mid range got a lot better. Finishing, uh, off ball. He doing everything, bro. Like it's nothing you can't get from him offensively besides the post game. But he pulling from 10 feet behind the 3-point line. So it's just like, hey, I'm lacking in that, but I'm dominating in this. So it's like whatever, bro. So Steph Curry in that conversation for me of just a
Who gonna
dominant
guard
force.
Steph?
Yeah, he's like a dominant force of like who gonna guard him.
And
I don't know.
the thing about Steph is, if you gonna have that conversation of who gonna guard Steph, whoever guards Steph, that got to be their only job. Like
Yeah,
you can't factor him in to get you no buckets. Like
nothing.
don't worry about him making no shots. Don't worry about him getting off on the whole offensive end of the court. Irrelevant to this man. If it ain't whoever it is, it don't matter who it is. If the whole offensive side of the court chalky, unless it's a standstill, catch and shoot, midi or three, or
Yeah,
he cut to the basket, get a lay or a dunk, don't worry about him isoing nothing. Your job is to guard Steph.
yeah,
We'll worry about this offense. So that's where it come in at like the same way you said like who gonna guard Steph. Whoever gonna guard Steph, that's your role. Guard Steph.
yeah,
And but I do think like Steph has definitely entered that realm of like we playing pickup. I need Steph on my team. I feel like if you got a team full of them guys, like you'd be like pick your all time best starting lineup. Steph is a solid pick.
yeah,
Like if you pick Steph at your PG or whatever over Magic Johnson, like I'm not mad at you because at the end of the day you could pick Steph and then LeBron, and LeBron could be your PG, and then now Steph can do what Steph do. So like saying like if you picking your all time starting five and saying okay for my first pick let me get Steph Curry, you ain't crazy for saying that.
no,
So same way if somebody was like all right if we gonna pick team first pick let me get Shaq. Michael Jordan on the board, LeBron on the board, Magic Johnson, Allen Iverson. Oh, for my first pick, we playing pickup. We playing pickup for my first pick, Shaq. Big fella, you hooping. Come on, you on my team.
like ooh, hey,
Yeah,
all
we
you gotta
got
say,
you.
man. That's all you gotta say, man. So, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
but yeah, so I'm hopefully, the narrative on Steph is starting to change. Uh, he definitely hooping. So we're gonna see. But as far as the rest of the series, I'm still on track. And that's all that matters to me. Celtics in 7.
I'm still on track too for my Celtics in 6, but
Celtics
we
in
got.
5 out the way. Remember you said that last line.
Well, I was just talking.
Nah, yeah, I know.
But for real, I'm just, I'm not concerned. I feel confident in us being able to win because
Same.
part of the fact is just like we talked about before. Steph Curry gonna get his. All right, cool. Who's gonna be that consistent number 2 to score with him? Like Poole ain't been really stepping up for real, for real. Clay still ain't 100% back himself. Offensively, he's probably about 80% to himself. Defensively, probably like 60 because whoever Wiggins not guarding, they finna get off. That's just how it is at this point because we started the game
Facts.
with Wiggins on Tatum and Green guarding Brown, Draymond Green guarding Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown said, "Oh, barbecue chicken." Started going to work on Draymond. So once I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's a wrap, bro," because we finna cook him. And Draymond, it's not really a great one-on-one defender like that. He's cool in the low post. Perimeter, he's not as good. His strength is really being like the free safety on defense. That's why he's better for the low post. But if you're gonna try to guard Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum all game, I'll take that matchup all night because Wiggins their best perimeter defender right now till Clay get back to being himself. Then it's still
Facts.
debate. Then it's probably a toss up. Then it's like, hey, it's
Now we
like
got two good defenders.
it's like Jordan and Pippen, bro. Whoever you get, you get, and we'll switch around, whatever. So um, it's just interesting to see how Steve Kerr is going to play around with his lineups and the matchups and stuff. Because I don't think we got to change too much, really. Um, what kept us tonight too was turnovers. Like I stopped tracking at one point, but um, I know we had like 10 at halftime. Um, let me see. Yeah, we had 15 this game. So they're 16. So that wasn't a big factor. I know early in the
So,
game they was missing a lot of shots that they should have made. It's a lot of give me shots that they just missing.
it,
What kept them in the game was our turnovers early in the game. So
yeah, that's true.
we just got to keep that under control, and then stop fouling Steph Curry because we might not get those missed calls next game. So
Facts. I'm going to Golden State next game.
yeah,
But I think the difference in the game today was the rebounding. Y'all lost the rebound battle, 55-42, which is rare for Boston, especially against the Golden State. But like I said, Looney got in there, got 11. Wiggins got 16.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wiggins got 16, and Steph got in there and got 10. But that was the difference in the game. If you ask me, they had 5 more offensive rebounds than y'all. Had some timely offensive rebounds. Wiggins got like 2 putbacks in the fourth, and Draymond got a big offensive rebound that took more time off the clock down the
Yeah, that hurt
stretch.
us. Yeah,
It hurt. Like so, and that's crazy for the Celtics to give that up and being the bigger team. Every game they the bigger team. So for them to lose a rebound battle to the Warriors, who was the smaller team every game, that's definitely gonna hurt. Like, cause that's what I feel like that's what won y'all the game last game in game 4. Game
mm-hmm.
3 is that y'all killed them on the glass. So for them to flip it and be the other way around, Steve Kerr must have heard the lie. Must took my advice. Hey, if y'all want to win, you'll get in there and get a rebound. But if not, we're gonna be at home. We're gonna be watching Boston celebrate they ring in 5 games on our flow. Cause we ain't want to get a rebound. So y'all just let me know. So they got in there. When Steph Curry gets you 10 rebounds, like that's a concerted effort. So
yeah. But
so
if they would have lost this game, I would have been very concerned about the Warriors, just off the fact that Steph Curry gave you like 43 and 10, and I can't get any help.
mm,
I would have been very concerned if I'm a Warriors fan or somebody around there, because it's like, bro, what more can you want from Steph? Steph Curry giving you 43 points, shoot 40% from 3, 10 rebounds, and we lose. I can't get anybody else to come and give me something. 43, bro. 43. What more? Like, literally, you want him to get 50? Like,
I don't know.
wow. You know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah, you were definitely right.
I would have been concerned, bro. So if Steph pretty much averaging 35 points, I don't know exactly. I'm just throwing a number out there. If Steph averaging 35 points for me, and we losing 5, I'm concerned.
Nah, yeah, now it's like, dang, we gotta shake something up. Like we ain't got enough no more if that
Yeah.
happens. But like I said this in one of our lives back when y'all I did this during the finals, but one of the lives we had, I was telling you how I was worried about y'all when y'all played Milwaukee and y'all had a great game, and then Marcus Smart had them 2 bad plays back to back, and y'all lost. And I thought Milwaukee was gonna go ahead and win the series
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, if you could take a team's best punch, like they played one of their best games, because in that game Tatum and Brown both had over 30, or like they both combined to give you like 60 some 70 points,
Yeah.
and Marcus Smart had hit 3 threes, and they lost. So that
Yeah.
was one of their best games, and they lost it anyway off of that. So when you take a team best punch and you lose, that hurt more than getting blew out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we play our best game, like you say, still get you 43, Wiggins got in there and got 17, 16 rebounds, still get you 43 and 10. You know, you do all that and lose. Now it's like, man, what else could we have done? Now, it was one thing if they go out there, they stink it up, or they just don't play very well and they get blew out. Now it's like, oh, we just ain't play good. We got to shake back. But to play your best game or give your all, play your heart out and lose, now it's like, man, you walking out with your head down after that. Because it's like,
Yeah.
man, what more could I have done? So I'm glad they did pull it out because if they ain't pull this one out, it's gonna be over next game. Like it's gonna
Yeah,
be over in 5 if they lost
yeah.
tonight.
And we didn't really have an amazing game from anybody because Jason Tatum had 23. He gave us 11 rebounds.
Yeah,
Robert Williams probably had the best game out of anybody. He had a couple
he,
blocks that were key,
he was
12
hooping.
boards. Yeah, pretty good defense. Brown only has 21. I mean, he cooking it early in the game, but kind of
Slow
cooled off
down.
later. Like nobody really played amazing. Derek White was big for us off the bench, gave us 16. So if we could have had his 16 and Tatum or Brown had about that average, which is close to 30, we probably win that game. We lost by 10. So uh, like I said, Tatum gave us 30 and Brown gave us about 25, which we need from them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that would have been our game because Derek White probably been the most consistent player out of the our whole roster. Besides Steph Curry giving you 35 plus, Derek White probably been the second most consistent by giving us like 15 off the bench, which is sad to say. You know what I mean? So it'll be different if it was Steph Curry giving you 30 and Tatum giving you 30 or Brown giving you 30. Then it's like, okay, we in a heavyweight matchup. But it's like the only consistency we can say is Steph Curry giving you 40 and Derek White giving you 15. Like dang.
That ain't the game I'm trying to watch.
That ain't a championship winning recipe, man. But luckily we haven't had like a bad game from Tatum and Brown. Because if we had a bad game, it'd be real ugly right now, man.
It would be.
But they've been playing like average at worst, which is good. I'll take an average from them than bad. Because average, like what they had tonight, is 23 and 21. That ain't a bad game at all, but it's average for them, especially when talking about championship time. So I'm just looking for them to give us a special game next time to give us a comfortable lead, and see if we can close it out in Cali. So
Well, it's gonna be tough, but every game been good so far. I'm still happy, still satisfied.
yeah,
I'm just glad it ain't no Boston, Miami. That was the weirdest series. I hope I never watch another playoff series like that.
especially when as anticipated as that one was. We expecting to be
That
a
was supposed to
heavyweight,
be it. Exactly, a heavyweight matchup.
and we end up just getting like some big brother whooping on little brother matchup every game. Man, nobody trying to see that. It's cool for a minute to watch, but after a while, it's like, all right, I ain't finna watch this for a whole 2 hours, bro. Like by halftime, I'm done. So
No, for real. They up 25 at half. All right. PS5 beat. But that's all I really had on the game, man. Anything else you want to throw in there?
put Steph Curry top 3. That's it.
Oh boy, that's a conversation for another day. But I tell you, who probably will have that conversation. Them guys over there at the B-Ball Jones podcast who sponsored this episode, they might be a talk for them one of these days. So make
Mm-hmm.
sure y'all go check that out. Go ahead over there and check out a few of their episodes, man. Good guys over there, friends of the live.
Yep.
But that does it for us, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all enjoyed the game. We'll see y'all again for game 5 on Monday. Yep, on Monday. So be sure to be right back in here with us on Monday for game 5. We'll chop it up with y'all again, man. So until then, man, we'll see y'all and appreciate y'all for listening.